No problem with hitting this red off one cushion, but is he going to get it safe?
Thanks. Yes, and I'll stick to my original guns until you get off the scoreboard and get that frame on the board. You never really settle, and this is, in the context of some massive frame for Stuart Bingham. You feel he's got to win it.
That's an excellent safety, but there is room to play the safety shot round the back of the black. Red will be going somewhere near the black spot, so be careful to hit it too hard. He has hit it too hard. Now then, would Stuart be able to see the red? And the answer to that is no. Well, if he was ever going to win a frame, I guess he needed a bit of good fortune at the moment. And that is a bit of good fortune, because that red would have been stuck over the pocket. And I think he just said to Neil, looks like I'm going to win a frame.
Seven.
Well, the way this match has gone, quite easily could have been 3-0 behind, quite easily could have been 3-0 in front.
Stuart Bingham 7.
Neil Robertson coming back to the table. He's not Stuart Bingham. Goodness me, only a break of 41 in that frame, but it ended up being enough. He's closed the gap to 2-1, but still not looking good.
Relief, huge relief, I think, for Stuart Bingham as he steps out of the arena for a couple of minutes. Just at the end there, where he got that red in from the snookered position, it felt like we were coming out of a tunnel, didn't we? It had been such a tense and long frame, what, 28 minutes?
Yeah.
It needed a moment of magic like that.
I'm not sure moments of magic. When he's in the end, he pots frame ball there. It was a fluke. He wasn't even going for that particular shot.
I'm saying magic, you're saying fluke. But anyway,
Yeah.
before we look at that one, let's look at the misses from Bingham, which could have proved costly.
Yes, this red, well, you can see Stuart's reaction here when he misses this. He cannot believe what's happened there. Elbow on the table, head in his hand, shaking his head, doesn't know what's going wrong. And he probably expects Neil Robertson to take full advantage there, but fortunately...
43 points in front, and then he misses the blue.
Yeah, by now his head's all over the place. He's probably got a bit of a fuzzy head now. He doesn't know what's going on. He just can't see potting angles. It's all very difficult for him. And I think he's needed a little bit of help in these last couple of frames from Neil Robertson.
Well, we've got the fluky / magical shot here.
Yeah. Well, I think he intended to get a little bit more action on the cue ball there in terms of the swerve and hit the red more fully than he did. He caught it sort of half ball. And luckily for Stuart, it's gone in the pocket. If it had wobbled, he could have lost that frame as well.
Does that smile tell you they didn't mean to do that then? I mean, it was just a complete fluke.
I think it's just sheer relief, and hopefully he can put what's gone on behind him now. He's got a frame on the board, and it's only 2-1. And if he can win this next frame to go 2-all at the mid-session interval, he'll feel like he's sort of won the match already. It's been an ordeal for him out there at the moment.
It has been. Did we not suspect that it would be like this a little bit? I mean, longish frames, 28 minutes, 24 minutes before that. It was never going to be quick, because these two players, you always sense it might be a game of chess, a tight game of chess between them, didn't we?
I personally thought the frames would be rattling along at sort of anything from sort of 10 to 15 minutes per
Why do you
frame.
think that?
Well, because they score so freely and they don't like to get embroiled in, inveigled into like long safety exchanges, and it's just that Stewart's missed some pots. Maybe a couple of colours have gone awkward here and there, and Neil's felt the pressure, I think, of trying to capitalise on Stewart's mental state of mind, really. Sometimes when you see your opponent making so many mistakes, that pressure transfers to you, and you think, crikey, I've got a chance here to take full advantage of my opponent here. He's not mentally good at the minute.
And again, Robertson there, inscrutable really, don't know what's going on in his head. But just to expand on what you're saying there, basically, you see your opponent's not at his best, you then feel the pressure to, well, this is my game to win here and I've got to do it.
You can do, yeah, you can put yourself under extra pressure to take full advantage, because whilst your opponent's really struggling out there mentally, making the mistakes he's making, you can forge ahead.
So that was a very important frame for Bingham, wasn't it? Neil Robertson then with a 2-1 lead, heading into the final frame before the break.